But I'm uptight. I don't know. Whatever.
I like that it's trust. It's that really disgusting. I just don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't trust you to be in my vagina.
Yeah, like I don't know you, dude. I don't even want your mouth on my mouth, you know?
Hi, I'm Dr. Drew, and this is Dr. Drew After Dark. Please be advised that Dr. Drew After Dark may contain sexually oriented content and be unsuitable for young children.
Hey everybody, welcome to Dr. After Dark. Don't forget to send us those emails at drafterdark@gmail.com. Lots of good ones to get through here. And of course, our phone number, 818-253-1693. I love the voice messages. Again, 818-253-1693. The great Christina P joins me as always.
Love you. I missed you, buddy.
Missed you too. Yeah, I had to spend a little time with Ryan Sickler, which was fine. Ryan's great, but I still missed you. I mean, we never consummated after the diaper incident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never saw, like, how'd you go home? Did you take it off? What happened?
Well, now that I fulfilled that emotional fantasy, I'm done with it. I'm on to the next thing.
But you got to fill out the whole story for us, the listeners, which is, did you drive home in a wet diaper?
No.
You took it off.
I changed into my regular panties and I drove home in dry panties. Now, that being said, sometimes I cough and I pee in my pants just a little bit, and then I don't change those panties. So I'm kind of used to...
Okay, you kind of do that. But that's sort of a mommy thing. Even though you don't wear mommy jeans anymore, really.
Not really.
I mean, you're too slim.
Too slim. Just this COVID diet's been fantastic. And then I got diarrhea, something bacterial. And that's been relieving my bowels too. Does diarrhea keep you skinny? It does, right?
You lose fluid, so you get a little dehydrated. But I like the way it's like something bacterial. It's like a little whiff of lavender and something bacterial. How do you know it's bacterial?
Well, I'm pretty sure I was traveling.
Did you treat with antibiotics?
Nah. It's travel rhea. It is, dude. I know it.
Yeah, but travel Rio is Mexico, and that needs an antibiotic typically.
Whoops. We'll see.
Yeah, is it continuing?
No.
Okay, it's over.
No, I'm
right.
good.
So it was a quick diarrhea. So it was something you ate, something you didn't agree with you. Yeah. Where were you?
I can't tell. I can't disclose.
Okay.
No, I went to Dallas this weekend.
Right, and you had an experience.
Let me tell you. So I performed for the first time in a year.
And I think I texted you right before or right after.
Yeah.
We texting on the phone.
Yes, we were texting. Yeah. So it's been a year. I'm in Dallas at the Addison Improv. Shout out. Great weekend. My goodness. 6 shows. I get up on stage and I'm not nervous. I'm laser focused like an assassin. Like it's this weird calm. Like I'm going into battle I'm ready. And I hit the stage and the lights and I see the fat guy eating nachos and I see, the lady in the front with her tits hanging out and I hear the drunks and a wave of emotion comes over me and I just start crying.
On the stage?
On stage.
Was this the first show?
The first show.
And it's only the first show that happened?
No. So I cry on the first one, and I'm so emotional. I can't believe I'm back in society. I'm so happy to be here. I couldn't. And then at the end of the second show, I cry again because I'm wrapping things up at the end. And
you're just so happy to be out in front of the audience.
Yeah.
And be present with humans. That's how I feel. People start asking me, "Do you think we're gonna have trouble re-engaging?" I said, "No, we're gonna be. We're so hungry for it,
starving for it."
So, how did the audience react? Tell us.
I think it's engaging.
But at the beginning, I mean, they must be a little confused.
Yeah,
you're like, "I see your nachos and your tits hanging out," and you're like,
"Yeah, but they know me. They're people, thankfully, who listen to the podcasts, and so I just explained what was happening in my head, and then I went into my act.
Do you get a lot of women in your audience?
Half, 50-50. Here's the interesting. No, I take it back. Tables of young dudes. There's always just tables of like dudes in their 20s, and I'm like, and they're like, "We love you, we love you." I'm like, "Okay."
Do we know where they're coming in? Are they coming
YMH
in through? They're coming in through YMH,
through Tom Segura's portal, which is great. I love it. But moms, couples mostly. And
couples, I get a lot of that.
You too? Yeah. Which is nice. It's civilized. It's great. That's who you want. But I think, too, I was noticing that I wasn't ecstatically happy as I thought I would be getting back into it. I thought I would be geeked. I'm not. I feel complete, but then I also feel like a part of me is irreparably, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Part of you died in COVID?
Yeah. I think part of me is... I'm not going to be the same.
That actually happened to me, except I'm reminded by the ringing in my ear every day. Actually, the virus actually did it to me.
So what's going on with you?
I'm on new medication.
What the hell?
I'm on, it's an SSRI that has anti-inflammatory properties through what's called the sigma-1 receptor. It's called fluvoxamine or Luvox. There was some studies that showed really good outcome with that. And I thought, I'm going to give this a try. And we talked to my doctor, and we were like, should we do leronlimab? Should we do tocilizumab? Should we do colchicine? I said, this fluvoxamine thing looks really good. And it's sort of a no harm, no foul. And if it helps me, I'll help other people with these symptoms.
Yes.
Because it's really a mild medicine. And within 30 minutes, the ringing in my ear went away.
Oh, wow. Ringing
came back.
And that's COVID related. That's 100%.
Yeah.
You know what's so messed up about COVID? 'Cause
Everything.
Everyone's getting it in LA. Is I'm like, what are your symptoms? And they rattle off 10 different things. Like everything
no one's
is
the
COVID.
same. Yeah, no one is the same.
Do you have diarrhea? Do you have a headache? Is your eye swollen?
Yeah. In fact, I interviewed a physician, a very
God.
famous virologist, epidemiologist named Larry Brilliant last night.
Larry Brilliant?
Yes, that's
Lucky
his name.
last name.
And he was saying that, you know what? He was an expert in a lot of different viral epidemics. He said, this is close to smallpox, the way it behaves.
No shit.
And I thought, boy, that's interesting. We think of it as a respiratory virus, but it's systemic. It has so many effects on other parts of our body.
So
I'm here to tell you that it takes a while for them to recover, too.
Well, I still have partial anosmia. I could smell my coffee yesterday for the first time since December 20th. It was February now.
How's your taste?
Who
Well,
cares?
it's good. That's the COVID diet.
Yeah, it's great for me. I just love it.
But what part of yourself died? I want to hear what part's
Emotionally, I think that I'm.
Oh, just emotions.
Just emotion.
Well, you'd only recently refound emotions.
Yes,
you know,
I
it's
know.
a new part of your life.
It's devastating.
Maybe you just have gone back into your closed out, shut down,
I don't know.
original self before therapy.
Yeah, maybe I have to talk to my shrink on Thursday when I see her. But like,
I kind of see it in your eyes a little bit.
you think so? Am
Little
I sad?
bit.
There's a profound sadness. Maybe I'm in touch with my sadness of the year.
I
the
think
grief.
it's the Hungarian warrior. I think it's a.
You think so?
I think into a defensive posture.
Really?
Yeah.
What am I defending against?
Against feelings, I guess, because
Grief.
there must be some. Is it grief?
I think it's grief. You know, we lost. Everyone lost stuff.
I
this
lost
year.
a year.
Yeah.
And my health.
Yeah.
This virus took a ton from me. A ton.
That's wild.
I'm pissed. We're gonna go travel.
Yeah.
We're gonna seriously.
You and I. Where are we going?
The old country, frankly. That's where we're going. That is where we're going.
You want to?
Well, we're going to go in like late May, early June, because I literally was like, Jesus Christ, I was dead for 3 weeks, and the world kind of kept going.
Yeah.
I can do it and actually do something worthwhile for 3 weeks. Why don't I do that?
I think you should. I think we all
I'm going
should.
to.
It's
I'm going to.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm just like, I got to get out of this country. This country's driving me a little nutty.
Yeah, me too. So wait a minute. Back to the smallpox. So you're saying there might be repercussions later on my
Well,
other
it's
organs?
not so much that. It's that. No. I'm not really saying that, though. There is some thought about that, but it's mostly that it is so systemic. It causes vessel damage and lots of different organs in our body, and liver effects are sort of becoming more prominent. We're starting to understand liver effects more now, and the brain effects people have been worried about for quite some time.
How's your fog?
It's not fog. It's not. Do I seem foggy?
No.
Yeah, it's not fog. It's it's this weird, uncanny feeling of like sinking. And then if I get tired, like doing something, I just have to stop.
Yeah.
I can't go on. It's so weird. But you renew me. You
wild.
renew
Okay,
me.
I'm trying.
You're nourishing me. It's all good. It's all
back.
good.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Oh, I have stories for you. What am I gonna say?
Yeah, sure.
What the Peter principle.
Yes.
So I'm sort of back that way too.
So your regular milkings is what we're talking about. You're
yeah.
on a 24-hour schedule with your wife.
The 24 hours, I can't quite keep up with that now, but 48, 72, I'm pretty good. And yeah.
But I feel
dick her down.
See, I intuitively thought 72 hours with Tom. I'm like, that's about when he gets really cranky and he starts complaining. And then I milk my bear and then he's back to normal. And I saw TikTok validating that theory that men are on a 72-hour nut cycle, essentially.
That's a pretty common duration. Yeah,
you
I'd
think
say.
scientifically, tell me medically, is
it
that
depends on the
accurate?
age of the male, and the male's pretty
middle-aged, 40.
But the 72 is a pretty good rate, pretty good thing. So I mean, and the average, I believe the average sexual encounter for an average couple in middle age is 1.5 times a week. So that's about right.
1.5.
You're
Yeah,
you're about
okay.
2 times a week. Yeah. So
Well, it's hard with the kids screaming downstairs, although my husband has no problem with that. And I'm just like, it's such a vag dryer to hear like your 2-year-old, Mommy, screaming for you. And you're like, oh, no.
we used to have kids who would bang on the door.
Yeah.
They'd come to the door and say, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second.
It's so horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, relationship satisfaction goes down during child development.
For
Yeah.
sure. However, with the 5-year-old, like he's chill. It's just that tinier phase. But anyway, so you and Susan Have the penile touches rejuvenated you? Can ejaculation help COVID? I think that's what everybody
It helps
listening.
everything, Christina.
I think it does.
But I was off my game. I was tired. I was
and
off
so you
my
don't
game.
want to milk yourself then.
Just no motivation for anything. I got tired. But I felt like, and I told you last time we talked, I didn't feel like myself. I wasn't myself with that action. But day before yesterday, I felt like myself.
Okay.
And with a little bit of pent up, like, it's been a little bit long here.
You got pent up. You need to release the hounds. Yeah. That's exciting.
That's good, right? It's good for relationships.
It's good for you. You can't deny the sexual part, in a relationship. That's like
terrible
death.
mistake.
It's death.
It's
just
a terrible
death.
mistake. Yeah.
How come lesbos have bed death? You've heard of that?
Yeah, lesbian bed death is sort of people. My gay female friends tell me that that's a myth.
Oh.
However, I first heard about it from my gay female friends.
Yeah.
Was talking about it, and it's because there's not that androgenic drive for a lot of women.
Oh, androgens meaning
the testosterone hormone. Yeah, it's just the drive to ejaculate, to have that. and I mean, think about it. If you could just focus on your kids and, the Peter wasn't around, you'd sort of like, you'd let it go for a while.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
If Tom weren't constantly reminding me, I'd be like, what? Like, I'm so into my children. Yeah, especially because they need me so much right now.
Right.
I can't.
How old are they again now?
2 and 5. 2.5 and 5. Especially the 2.5-year-old, really into mommy right now.
Yeah.
So I'm,
Are we getting anybody off to school yet, or
5? Yeah, the 5-year-old will be
good.
doing kindergarten.
Good.
I know. I can't wait.
Oh.
That's gonna be. I'm kind of sad, right? It's bittersweet. Like he's finally becoming a kid.
It's normal to feel that separation grief. So good. Your feelings are somewhat intact.
No, I have feelings. I think I have too many feelings right now.
Uh-oh.
It's too many. Like I think I'm really recognizing the losses of the year. I'm telling you, we lost Jeff Scott at the Comedy Store, a person we all loved. We've lost the Comedy Store. We've lost comedians in the city. Everybody's moving. We've lost. I mean, we're leaving. We're leaving LA. That's wild.
Because we've lost a state. Whatever whatever happened to this state is.
Yeah, my city's destroyed.
Destroyed. Yeah.
So there's just loss on loss. It's complicated. Very sad.
Well, let's rejuvenate with a few TikToks. How
about some cum calls?
Yeah. Some TikTok. We have any?
And the flossing tutorial. I've been thinking about it a lot.
We'll get to that too. But let's see let's see a couple talks just to get us going.
Got it. This one's the best.
Oh my God!
That, my friend, is called hustle.
He's like selling gas.
I don't know if he's selling it, but how cool is that? Have you ever seen somebody fill a gas tank like that?
You were too young to remember the time in which people were siphoning each other's gases. And
I remember hearing about
during the
70s.
The 70s, yeah. People would literally have to lock their caps. They had locks on the caps. Because people would come in with stuff like that, siphon it off, and go use it in their own car.
Now, correct. I've seen it in like Cheech and Chong movies when they siphon it.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's
with a hose. Yeah, and they suck it. They suck it until the gas gets in their mouth.
Yeah, that's so stupid. There has to have been an easier way.
They were desperate.
Did people die
gas,
doing that?
I don't know. I'm sure they weren't happy doing it. But gas was 72 cents a gallon back then. It went from 28 cents to 72 cents, so people were desperate.
Yeah.
I mean, think about
remember that. OPEC.
Yeah, and there also was no gas. People would line up in the morning, and most of it.
That's terrible.
Most of the shortage was just people hoarding. It was much like the toilet paper situation during COVID. Yeah.
Really? They would just get like barrels to go? Where do they
Not
hoard
so much
it?
that. It's just that there was a run on it. People were panicking, and they were run on gas stations all the time.
What an odd. And is this because we weren't doing business with the Middle East at the time? Like, wasn't OPEC gouging us or something? This is why we go to war with the Middle East, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something in the 70s with the Middle East.
God, I can't even remember what the deal was.
God, I can't believe they don't want us just taking their oil.
Oh, it was when the revolutionary, when the religious thing took over, the Ayatollah took over.
The Ayatollah Khomeini.
Yeah. It was the Shah of Iran, who was our buddy selling us oil, left. And died of lymphoma like 6 months later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the Ayatollah took over, and there was just, you've seen those movies about that. What a disaster that was. Right?
Isn't it funny what basic bitches the world is? Like you grow up thinking that politicians and leaders are somehow superior to us, and you're like, that guy wouldn't sell us oil, so fucking, like it's just these dumb problems.
Now, look at these guys. What's going on in our country right now? All right, give me another TikTok, please.
Yeah. Wet those whistles.
Give us a couple more.
Talks.
We want a couple of good talks. I need the queen above 18.
Oh, this chick's great.
Oh.
Dude, we have an update on the king.
Uh-oh.
Do you need a car wash?
A car wash.
I'm available.
Oh my
Oof,
God,
she
look
can
at her.
barely walk. So this lady,
Oh, I think we've seen her before.
yeah. So she's my favorite.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm not sure if she's I'm pretty sure she is a swinger because her
A
husband.
swinger or a stripper? That's what I
No,
wonder.
no, no. She's too old to strip.
Yeah, but this may be the current version of that.
Or she has like an OnlyFans.
Keeping the business going, yeah.
And so
I'm
her
sure she
husband
does.
makes these videos, and she's just horny. Like she's 70 something and horny, and I just.
I
like
remember
it.
we talked all about her last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we liked her. We signed off on her. Good for her.
She's the best, dude.
All right, one more. Give me another one, and then we're gonna go to flossing.
All right? I ain't playing. And we don't care what your political, religious, or social ideology or identification. None of that don't mean nothing up in this here tube, up in here.
All right.
Spirit Airlines, bro.
Is that what that is? Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Get
Love
what
Spirit.
you pay for.
Love Spirit. Good for them. All right, let's see some flossing
This
videos.
one's really good. Now, do you floss regularly?
I do every day.
Now, why?
But it
Tell
took-
people why it's important.
Well, I mean, obviously for the gums and also for the cusp, the between the teeth stuff where the teeth touch.
And why is that? For
Because for caries, stuff gets in there, bacteria gets in
bacteria and can go
Yeah.
to your heart, right?
there. There's a
Cardiovascular?
theory about that. We don't know for sure that that's the case, but yes, if you had bad teeth, there's some
Yeah.
theory that could get to the
And
lining of the arteries of the heart.
How long does it take you to floss?
Fast. I'm fast.
Really?
I also do these sticks.
I do the sticks.
Yeah.
I do the sticks to get in between the crowns.
So it took me quite a while to turn on to flossing, like literally like in my 50s. I was doing the sticks in my 40s, but I didn't get to the flossing until I was in my 50s. I know.
I thought I knew you.
I know. See, I disappointed you.
That was so gross. But you eat meat and stuff. So, but were the sticks getting the meat?
Everything.
particles
I
out?
never was aware that I had anything really caught. I felt
Oh
like the sticks and the brushing took care of it. I use the ultrasonic toothbrush
I
that
do too,
practically takes my head off. But now I'm a full advocate twice a day
Same.
at flossing. Okay.
Now, how many
Now,
minutes?
not everybody has the commitment to their teeth that you do. I want you to know.
Look at those
that
chops.
you have a thing about teeth.
I do.
You know,
I
so
love my teeth.
yeah, so it's all good. I'm with you now.
Okay.
I'm on board. But it took me a while to get
So,
here.
but how many minutes would you spend flossing a day?
2.
Okay.
I'm fast.
Okay, we'll
I
see
mean-
this guy. He's got a whole method that.
All right, that's it.
I'm going to show you how to floss your teeth in 1 minute, so you can do it every single day.
First of all, he has a
1 minute
mile
day,
between his
how to
teeth.
Floss your teeth in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Ready? Go.
Watch this. Watch
Okay.
Pull it
1
out
minute.
to this. But
He's already wasting
see how
10
long that was?
seconds.
Yeah,
and you cut it off.
Wasting.
Take it, wrap it around here.
I understand. You have
Wrap
to
it
cut
around
the
here.
floss
You
off
keep wrapping
and
until they're level.
and wrap.
Watch, okay? Then you go up here. And you go to the other side. You keep opening
that's
it up.
it. He didn't get all his teeth.
But look how much
see what I'm
painful
saying?
that looks.
I know it's
He's
snapping.
gonna rip his
All right,
crowns
then you come
out.
down here, see?
Stop.
You keep opening it, and you pull out, and it's fresh.
Yeah, I know. That's how you floss teeth.
You go up and down.
But look how fast
Yeah,
he's doing
not
it.
so fast.
Uh-uh.
Is he doing two at once?
Up and down. Up and down.
Yeah,
Up and down.
yeah.
Up and down. Eight.
Ew.
Each one.
Stop.
Up and down, and you keep pulling.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, you keep
we
pulling. So you
understand
always
the.
have fresh right there. See?
I like the way like he has to enlighten us to the concept of
Down.
flossing. It's like I get what flossing
Floss your
is.
teeth every day. You don't have a minute for oral hygiene.
So,
It's a minute
so
that you're
here's
gonna
why I
regret.
was so long getting to flossing. My teeth before I had them finished. You know, I used one of those aligners like that we have. You know, Candid Co. And before the aligners, my teeth were so tight that for me to floss, I'd practically cut my finger off every time because and I'd be breaking it off in between and stuff. It was
Yeah.
not good. And so when I got my teeth complete, I put the veneers and finished the alignments and stuff. There was much. I mean, I could floss.
Yeah.
And also I was paying attention to my teeth at that point. I was like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
working on getting these things lined up. I'm gonna properly treat them. And,
Okay, well,
so
I don't judge you anymore then.
all right. But
Hey, you're not supposed to force them. Yeah, if there's no room there, the dentist will say, "Don't force." So
I
you're
would literally,
smart
my
not
fingers
to.
would be purple at the end of it. I was like, it's really, do not have that now.
Does Susan floss?
Yes, she does.
Okay, good.
She's always been a flosser.
Yeah, it's important. I'm a huge flosser. I'm
Yeah.
a huge flosser. Well, because when I started doing it in my 30s, I was like, how did I not floss this whole time?
Well, I have the same kind of reaction to it now, but it was because of
Yeah.
my spacing was fucked up. So, Sport for Dr. After Dark is brought to you by Manscaped. They are the best men's below-the-waist grooming products. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. How about that? They obsess over their technology and provide the best for grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all the below-the-waist grooming needs. Of course, anyone who has tried to groom down there, if they've used a razor, they found out the hard way it can be a little rough. And that is why Manscaped has the electric trimmer. Manscaped engineered they spent 18 months engineering the perfect, greatest ball hair trimmer ever created. It's called the Lawnmower. And their third-generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce accidents. And the accidents there is no small matter. When I tell you it's premium, this is premium. The battery will last up to 90 minutes, so you can use repeatedly in longer shaves. It's waterproof technology, allows you to groom in the shower. And one of the coolest features is an LED light that illuminates the grooming areas. They've also upgraded to a 7,000 RPM motor with what's called quiet stroke technology. So if you're listening right now, I want you to experience it firsthand. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code AFTERDARK at manscaped.com. Everything down there will thank you. Your balls may thank you directly. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code AFTERDARK at manscaped.com. That is 20% off, free shipping. That's MANSCAPED, manscaped.com, and use that code AFTERDARK. All right, I recently started a guy I've known for a long time. He turned 30, has no libido.
Uh-oh.
He always initiates but never ejaculates.
Oh.
Hard time staying erect. He claims it has nothing to do with me. Well, that would be true. Guys, ladies, whatever's happening to him, it has very little to do with you. It really does. It's just his thing. Something's going on. He also jokes that he has less of a libido than guys he works with in their 50s and 60s, less than me. Offensive to me that he talks about not getting off with me. Any suggestions? He needs a medical evaluation. Whenever guys have, even in their 30s, whenever they have a significant drop-off in libido, that is such a significant motivational feature of the male biology that if it drops, you need to explain it.
Yes.
So he needs thyroid level, testosterone levels, prolactin levels, and he may even need, I don't know if he's a smoker, or if he's using drugs or anything. That's the other way this happens very commonly.
Oh, drugs,
cannabis,
antidepressants as well.
Antidepressants, cannabis, opiates, benzodiazepines, they can all do it.
What's interesting is the woman blaming herself. You're
Always.
right.
They always do that.
Let's talk about that.
Go
What's
ahead.
that about?
This is, and they get angry with the males too. So their men are sort of afraid not to perform perfectly because in fact, if you're going to have erectile dysfunction, in my experience, if you're going to have it for emotional reasons, erectile dysfunction, it's more common the guy is so into you that he has anxiety about it than that he is not into you and having erectile dysfunction.
That's true because dudes, even if they're not into you, that organ will respond.
If they're not into you, really not into you, they're not going to be sitting there with a boner wanting to have sex with you.
That's true. They're not going to want it.
If they want to have sex with you and have gone to the point where there's a boner that you see, it's because they want to be there. You understand me? You got it?
Yeah.
Clear? Very simple.
Yeah.
Men are very simple.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't function, it's either medication, or anxiety because he's so overwhelmed by you.
Depression too, yeah. Like aren't boys?
Yeah, but even
drugs,
depression, they can sort of drugs.
Yeah.
But the depression they can usually kind of get over and get through it.
Gosh.
Up my dose of antidepressants, and while feeling splendid, my sex drive and libido are down. Here we go.
There you go.
Not really exercising my penis anymore. Upon recently expelling my shame into my girl, the smell was intimidating.
What?
We need like a poetry lesson for our listeners. We need to have a glossary of how they should talk about sexual behaviors because in their attempt to be poetic, they're just disgusting.
Yeah.
Admittedly, she didn't hose herself out. Even still, she was full of fish heads.
Oh my God! What?
That's him. He was smelling bad.
Sure.
Could the lack of action in my piping mean something fetid is brewing? Fetid, I like that.
That's a good word.
37 and Irish, not really medically necessary, but thank you. Love you lots. Men can get a smell from. It's not really so much that things are brewing in there. It's just that a smell can develop for some men over periods of time. It's not. It's not. exactly time related. Sometimes it can start to develop 3, 4, 5 days out. It doesn't have to be a 2-week, sort of thing from the antidepressant. But yeah, men can smell interesting.
Just have a funky, just
Funky. It's a funk more than a fish. It's a
right.
funk. Yeah, it's a musky.
It's just
smell.
like, what is it? Diet, life.
Well, something we have not discussed on After Dark that we used to discuss on Loveline all the time was how to change the taste of semen.
Can I tell you? And I know because I listened to Loveline, and that was a pervasive
preoccupation.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even tried it with my teenage boyfriend, the pineapple juice that you guys always talked about. No.
Nothing. Yeah. And as I said, like you're going to, your shit's going to be, if you eat Marshall, as Adam said, he goes, if you eat whipped cream and strawberries all day, is your shit going to taste different or be different? No, it's just, this stuff's produced inside your body in a certain biology, and that's what comes out of you. Now, people swear that some things make things worse, like tobacco and coffee and stuff.
I agree.
And there probably is that. There is stuff that kind of gets in, to the excretory systems.
Yeah.
I'm a veteran. My doc has me on Norco, 10 milligrams, my combat injuries. Always abide, never abuse. She only prescribes enough for 2 weeks, which means he's on a lot, even though he says he's only on 10 milligrams. And then I suffer withdrawals when I run out. Well, there you go. You're on a lot. Is there something that she can prescribe not for the pain that'll help me during the withdrawals I have to endure every month? Please talk to your doctor by getting on Suboxone. Chronic pain with opiate use, Suboxone is a perfect medicine instead of the Norco. You will get your life back if you can get on a modest dose of Suboxone and get it down to as low as possible. Opioids make pain worse. This is the thing people don't get. Opioids, meaning morphine, Norco, codeine, Vicodin, all that stuff, OxyContin, makes pain perception intensify and gives you chronic withdrawal, as you're experiencing in this email, which causes headache and back pain. So you get pain becoming overwhelming and miserable, and you get more pain from headache and back pain from the withdrawal. Gosh. They make it worse. Opioids are not a treatment for chronic pain. Suboxone, it's an opioid, to be fair. It does seem to work. It's a kappa opioid, and it does tend to work. So there.
That's a nightmare, is having chronic pain. I think about that. Like, these poor people.
Well, and then the doctors put them on shit that makes them worse.
Yeah.
And they don't even seem to understand that's what happens. So
what can we do?
If you're on Norco twice a day your whole life, it's fine. That's not going to make things worse. But if you're on 2 Norco every 4 hours and you're taking it pretty much around the clock, that's going to make things worse.
That sucks, dude.
Bled out my dick hole. Do you want to hear about it? 31-year-old male, a few months ago, not something cool happened. My girlfriend and I were having sex. I was about to ejaculate. I can't even say the things these people write me. I was about to gag, he says. I felt a pinching in my urethra. As I climaxed, the pain got worse, made me scream out loud. I made white, but immediately following was bright red. Yeah.
What?
Blood was coming out where it spits. It hurt like a motherfucker. We were in an awkward position. We weren't in an awkward position, just doggy style. It hasn't happened since. I've noticed a decrease in my sex drive, even have difficulty maintaining erections. You, sir, need to see a urologist immediately. You may have torn your urethra, though. So hematospermia, right? Blood in the semen is very common. It usually means nothing. Usually nothing. It's usually kind of mixed in with the semen. It's not like a big blot of blood at the end. The blot of blood at the end makes me worry about his prostate, makes me worry about that there might be a blood vessel broken in there or actually a tear in the urethra, which may affect his sexual functioning. So he needs to see a urologist.
How does one get a tear in the urethra? Sounding?
Usually by, snapping in this awkward direction.
Snapping your dick?
Snapping your dick.
Really?
It's usually it's often a part of rupturing, breaking the dick.
No shit.
Yeah, when you break the cavernous bodies that...
Yeah. Didn't Tommy Lee break his dick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think Dennis Rodman did too.
Yeah.
But when they break across one of those cavernous bodies, often they tear the urethra too. So hey, it's good times. It's good times.
Annie, have you broken your dick yet? I feel like Annie may. I was young.
Yeah.
What?
What made us say that?
Jesus Christ.
What's
I
the
feel
matter,
like I would,
Eddie?
because Annie does he has every affliction. I feel like you've done that. Have you come close to breaking your dick?
No, I mean, the closest I've got would be I was fucking a girl and she was riding and then like fell off basically. Like, when she'll be riding you and then she like kind of slips and then your dick kind of pops out. that shit fucking feels like you just broke it, but I mean nothing actually.
See, that's poetry.
Yeah, that's why you asked.
poetry.
I
You
told
understand,
you.
Sir Walter Raleigh here?
Yeah.
I mean, compared to the emails, this man is
I
poetic.
know. That's why I'm like,
Get
listen,
some
I
more
know
out.
these dudes.
Get some more out. Get some more.
Okay, so Annie, hold on. So you put your peener back in, and what? It missed the hole, and then it like
No,
bent?
it flew out. It flew
Right.
out and hurt when it flew out.
It hurt and it
Where
flew
was she
out.
going? Where she fell off? What direction did she go?
Well, she was just. I mean, I feel like every dude knows what this feels like when a girl's riding you and she's kind of getting into it, like getting a little heavy, and it's like you have to trust that this girl knows what she's doing, because if she makes one wrong move, you got
to be ready to withdraw to get out.
Because she
get out
could
of there.
slam down on it.
Yeah,
and
that's
really,
the most common way of rupturing the penis.
That's what happened to Dennis Rodman, I think.
No, he said he jumped. He tried to. So on Stern,
Yeah.
he said he dove onto a girl, tried to dive into her vagina.
Have you
and
done
missed.
that? Have you done that?
Nah, I never Superman that hoe. No, I ain't never tried that shit. But
Superman that hoe.
It's Superman the hoe when you jump in and then your boner lands in her.
How come our TikToks don't include stuff like this?
Oh, I can find them.
Oh, would you?
Hold on, yeah.
So
I'll find
I'm still because of my state I'm in. I still have to lie down all the time, and I'll just start flipping through TikToks again.
Oh, good.
It's not good.
I'm so excited.
It's really kind of weird. It's just a very strange world to drop into.
so wait, hold on, real quick
sure.
though. Are you saying that girl when she slipped and I got scared, but it's like, oh, that happens? You're telling me she almost broke my dick?
No, I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm saying that is the most common way is to go up, out, and then come back down and miss.
Yeah. That's what she did.
Well, maybe
And
then
she
maybe
broke your dick.
maybe he has broken his dick.
Yeah.
Dang.
Did it get like did it hurt
purple?
after?
Yeah, purple or
I mean, I don't know. I was fucking. I don't feel pain when
No. Then if you could
So,
keep banging.
Make note. Okay, you understand?
Yeah, he almost broke his dick, and he's like, I had to ejaculate still.
Right.
Priorities.
You guys are worrying about was my hair okay? His kneecaps
Oh.
are being sloughed off, and his
Yeah.
penis is broken. He's like, I whatever.
That is so true.
Yeah, women are like in their head, like, I hope I look okay. I hope I
Yeah,
look.
Annie, have you ever lost a boner with a girl, and like, is it her fault? Do you know what I mean?
If I ever did, it's because of like a trigger of mine. Like for me, like smell's a big thing.
Oh.
So if there's like a bad smell and it's like, it's really noticeable. If it's a little one, it's whatever, it always happens. But if it's a big bad smell, it's hard for me to
like a
stay in
vagina
it.
smell or a butthole smell.
I mean, just anything that's a little too rank. There's that
And
nice.
how do you
spectrum.
handle it? How do you handle it when that happens? You lose your erection. There's a smell. Do you excuse yourself and leave? Do you bring it up? What do you do exactly?
I'm just like, girl, you better get the fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It's I don't know. I mean, if it's really bad, I'll just make an excuse and be like, oh, like I feel like I'll make it about me. I'll be like, I gotta go take a shower. Why don't you come shower with me? Let's take this in the. You know what I mean?
Oh, good. I like that
That's-
shower.
Move
Yeah.
it,
You always have you have your bowels too as a big good excuse, right? I mean, could be you always have that as an out.
Yeah, girl, hold up. Let me go take a shit.
Yeah,
real
I'm
quick,
going to
and
be
then we'll
gone for
continue
4
this.
hours. I'm going to be gone for 4 hours. It's my time. No, I mean, because I would guess when it's your time. It's your time. When it's, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, not when I'm fucking. I could if I could hold it for 2 weeks, I could hold it for 2 hours.
Right. 2 hours. Yeah, but all right.
Men are such animals. I think I wish I would have known this when I was 20. So
It might have scared you at 20, though, right?
when I was 20, I was stupid enough to think that like, oh, dudes are my friend, and they just, I know. And then the older you're like, oh no, that's just not. That's not how it works at all. This is not how it works. You know what really helped me is Bridgerton. Have you been gay enough to watch Bridgerton?
Of course, I'm not kidding. Of course. Made it all the way through. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm only on episode 3, and
All
I
right.
hear it gets way horny, and I'm really excited. And Jamie Lynn Sigler told me that it gets steamier. Episode 5.
Yeah, way more than yeah.
And I can't wait. But so
I'm not so into Lady Bridgerton or Duchess. She becomes Duchess. I'll take you.
no,
Yes.
what are you telling me?
Sorry.
No, I'm only on episode 3.
Sorry.
So the deal is, this is all about courtship back in the day. What is this? The 1800s?
No, it's weird, right? Because they I was distracted. I'm surprised you're not distracted.
I
You
know
lived
why,
in
I
London.
know why you're distracted.
They
Tell
place
me
it
why.
in like 1815.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Then they have Offenbach pieces from 1860.
Thank you.
Right? Right? And then their modern language and
Yes.
modern people, modern
Yeah.
looking people.
Yeah.
Then they go, oh, this is Wakanda. This is a
I'm
fantasy.
so happy you're upset about
Yeah,
this the
r-
same way I am.
Right, but
The
did you get
historical-
it? But did you get into the fantasy part yet? Because when they reveal the fantasy, you go, oh, okay.
No, don't tell me.
So they reveal.
Shh, don't reveal.
Let me just tell you, it's Wakanda. Okay, it's just a fantasy place. You eventually learn.
Okay.
So maybe some of that stuff may be intentional. I don't know.
That's because can I tell you what really bothers me?
Yeah.
As an Anglophile, a
Yeah.
lover of all things
Yeah.
English,
Yeah.
the Queen is wearing French fashion
I know.
in the English court,
Yes.
and I was so upset. They
Yes.
did not wear wigs like that. That was a French court system.
Yes.
And it really bothered me.
There was nothing in the clothing or the presentation or the
Thank you,
makeup
Drew.
or everything about it was modern, but it was like
Thank you.
couture modern,
Yes.
right? Everything. And I was like the whole way going, okay. They're clearly doing something here. This can't be an oversight. And it's not. You'll learn that there's some history that's kind of
Okay.
cool. Actually,
Okay.
it's actually pays out. It pays out in kind of an interesting way.
Okay.
But then I was still bothered by the modernness of everybody's attitudes and language and look
Yeah.
and everything. That bothered me. That still
does
bothered
too
me.
now.
Except the people that were over the top British,
Yeah.
sprinkled around, which is
Yeah.
like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
Like disgusting old Brits.
Yes, you're
So-
right. The historical inaccuracies did bother me as well, Drew. However, I could overlook that given the laws of courtship. And what's interesting is the male sex drive, right? And then the woman's value being she's chaste, meaning
Yep.
like, I don't think it's so much that she's asexual,
Yep.
but that rather she hasn't had children by another man yet. That's how they make sure that
Well,
she hasn't been.
You haven't yet had the conversation that Lady Bridgerton has with the Duke.
Okay.
They have a little conversation about sexuality, and she is blown
I
away.
know, I saw that one.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
she rubs her vagina.
right.
But it's interesting because that really puts it in perspective as a woman, like when you're in your 20s, what your value is to dudes. I'm just saying, I don't think was not aware of like that market value of being like a hot 20-year-old.
Yeah, hot 20,
I was
but
like,
not.
geez.
I don't think chastity had
Not
the same-
chastity
no,
back.
No,
Not
had
not
any
now.
value. In fact, men.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
they can just get those hoes everywhere. Do you think that boys, because back when I was growing up, boys didn't want the girl that everybody banged? Like, is that now, not, Zolo, you're 12 years old. Is that cool now for girls to be hoes? Or deep down inside are men like,
Are they nervous about it?
they don't want the girl that everybody
Well, they want it, but will they?
They don't want to marry the girl.
Will they stay with that person? Yeah.
Yeah, I think for the most part, guys don't really like the hoe. Like, I mean, they can be fun, but
Well,
you don't wanna wife it up.
there's hoe and then there's hoe, right?
You don't want to wife up the one that like,
I think
Everyone's been on.
men that are secure can actually find great value in a woman that has
sexual
yeah,
experience.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so someone who's like out of control, like a sex addict or when they're drunk, they're doing it all this stuff. That's a little different thing, right? That's sort of alcoholism, right?
That's
Yeah.
linked to other issues.
Right. But somebody who has had however many partners you had.
Let's say 70 and she's 25.
I think when you get over 40, we're in the bigger zone. 70 is okay, whatever. But, you know.
70 for age 25?
Oh, 25, that's pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like. I
Like
just think
40.
Yeah, I think 40 is sort of the. I mean, we shouldn't
It's
be
not
asking.
my norm.
We shouldn't even be asking these questions, really, when you get
Really?
right down to it.
Why?
I mean, it's none of our business.
How many people
Really.
someone's been with?
I mean, let's think about it. If
Sure.
somebody starts at 18 and they're with 3 people a year,
Sure. That's
by the time they're
easy.
30, that's
How many people?
that's
Do the math.
almost 40.
Oh,
right?
that's fine.
Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
I don't know. You seem uncomfortable with it.
Well, no, just because I'm not uncomfortable with it.
Huh.
I'm uncomfortable doing math in my head. I can't add stuff or multiply.
Because we're really just trying to figure out when has somebody got other issues.
Yeah.
That's really what we're trying to figure out. And
That's
that's what
what
men
I
are trying to
mean.
figure out too.
Right.
It really is what they're trying to figure out.
Because I'll tell you something.
And they can be very insecure. They can be very like, hey, that vagina could get away from me. They get weird. we get weird about that.
Yeah, because if she wants too many dicks, I only have this one dick.
Right.
And she can want someone else's.
Or if that vagina has wandered, it could wander again.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's past behaviors indicative way or predictor of
Not
future.
necessarily, because he's been doing the same shit.
Well, so here's the deal, man.
Yeah.
One time I went on a date with a boy when I was 22 years old, and he was my age, and he's like, yeah, I've slept with over 80 some women. And I was like, oh, that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And I was like, you're compulsive. You're not normal. Bye-bye.
Right.
So I think that's what I'm
Why
talking
did he
about.
tell you?
That's the weird part. I think he was thinking it was a brag. Like, I'm
Oof.
such a rad lay. And I was
Oh,
like,
no.
okay. Okay, dude.
Yeah.
He's a strange ranger.
Mike Catherwood, my guy,
Yeah.
his number was like 200.
Oh, well,
But-
he's older, gent. How old?
No, it was accumulated early, but that was in his disease of addiction. You know what I mean? It was like full. He sees it as that full on, right?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I've heard. It's so weird to see people's genitals. I just can't imagine seeing that many people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hi, what's your name? Let's fuck. Do you want to share fluids? You want a fluid bond? I just think it's so weird, right?
Yes.
Like, I don't want people in my vagina. I don't trust anybody. But I'm uptight. I don't know. Whatever.
I like that it's trust. It's that really disgusting. I just don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't trust you to be in my vagina.
Yeah, like I don't know you, dude. I don't even want your mouth on my mouth. You know? I don't know.
It's good. And yet you liked all those British boys that rode.
I love the British boys. I'm Anglophile.
Those guys could be in, and
I know.
this is what screws men up.
Next
They're like,
lifetime.
why them and not me?
Oh, because they don't have English accents.
Oh.
That's the accent.
Well, if you're having trouble meeting your goals or maybe trouble in relationship, feeling depressed, BetterHelp is available. BetterHelp offers online professional counselors who can listen and help. It's treatment. It's online. In the days of COVID, we're getting used to doing everything with Zoom and online. And in fact, this is another great advance. I'm hearing terrific things about BetterHelp. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. Not a crisis line, not a self-help. It's a secure online professional treatment line. BetterHelp service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send unlimited messages to your counselor. You get timely responses that you can schedule weekly video and phone sessions. Everything you share, of course, is confidential. You won't ever have to sit in the awkward waiting room or sign in or wait with other people or, feel nervous at all. The BetterHelp is committed to facilitating the therapeutic matches, making it easy. And of course, it's free to change counselors if you need to. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp, they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/afterdark. So visit BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/afterdark, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced BetterHelp professional. Well, you know that credit card, the one that you're afraid to look at to see what the balance is? You're avoiding debt. It's time to confront it. Upstart can help you face it and finally pay it off. Last year showed us that you never know what life is going to throw at us, and if you use credit cards to pay for unexpected expenses, it can be overwhelming to manage the debt. Take control with Upstart, then you'll know exactly what to expect. If you have multiple credit cards, you know that tracking multiple balances, due dates, website logins, stressful, right, and confusing. Upstart makes things simple with one monthly payment in one place. Upstart is the fastest and easiest way to get personal loan to pay off your debt all online, whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses. Over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple, fixed monthly payment. Upstart finds smarter rates with trusted partners because they assess more than just your credit score. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate upfront for loans from $1,000 to $50,000. You can get approved the same day and can receive the funds as fast as one business day. Amazing. If debt is taking over your life, it is time to get a fresh start with Upstart. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/Dr. Drew. Again, that is upstart.com/Dr. Drew. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know that we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in the loan application. Go to Upstart, UPSTART, upstart.com/Dr. Drew. One of my TikToks is a British girl that makes fun of Americans. And she goes, imagine if every time you came to another country and you said, "Look, I'd like a coffee, please," they would, "Oh my God, your accent! I love your accent. It's so beautiful." And especially with British people too, because there's not an accent. There's so many British accents. Depends on the region, right?
Right.
And they see the idea of a British accent as bizarre.
Well, yeah, but it also denotes what class you're in. For instance, okay, the Crown. We both gay down on the Crown, and
I gay down on
I love it. Yeah. The Queen's English, how she speaks, is different than everybody. How the British family speaks, that's a totally different language vernacular, right?
I never understood Charles, so that makes sense to me. Yeah.
The house.
It's gross. But it's true. We do, as Americans, do find British accents appealing.
Oh, I just love it.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody finds our accents appealing. If you ever go to another country and they're like, say cheeseburger again.
No, coffee. Please say coffee again.
No, not at all.
All right, we need to get some videos going here. Okay. Well, let's do a voice message. We haven't done a voice message yet. Let's do a voicemail.
Hey, Dr. Drew. This is Andrew from Charleston, South Carolina. I was hoping you could settle a bit of a debate between my fiance and I. During sex, when I suck on her nipples, this strange thing happens where suddenly my mouth will taste like onions. The harder I suck, the more apparent the taste becomes. At first, I thought it was just in my head, but on several occasions, my fiance has commented about how my breath smells like onions. We were both perplexed by this, and it happens even if I haven't had onions in several days. The debate is about, where does this smell come from? She thinks there's some kind of onion essence trapped in my sinuses that is drawn out from the suction, but obviously that doesn't make any sense, and the more obvious answer is that I'm sucking the onion juice from her nipples.
What?
Any idea what this could be? Thanks for your help.
No
Don't
way.
be stingy.
I think the essence d'onion is coming from her, probably, because women can have a little breast discharge.
Yeah.
And it's essentially milk, and they can have funny tastes associated with it. With him, I mean, it's not, when you're pregnant, it's flowing.
Yeah.
This is just something that's sitting in the ducts, so it makes sense. Much like we talked earlier about semen sitting around for a long time.
Sure.
Same kind of idea.
Could be some little remnants in the ducts.
Yeah.
She may want to, because she may want to squeeze her. Don't ask me how I know this. Breastfeeding 2 children. Squeeze your nips out in the shower and see if anything comes out.
Yeah, and you may. I wonder if she's on a medication, because that predisposes to that.
Sure.
Even birth control pills can make that happen. And she should discuss it with her doctor, because thyroid problems and prolactin screening tumors can cause the same thing. Usually at a much higher clip, but you might want to get checked out.
How hard are you sucking on those titties, dude?
Well, and that's the other thing that will stimulate breast milk, which is sucking itself.
I'm like, you better cool it on the titty sucks.
All right, another voice message. Already we're doing great here.
Woo.
Hey, Dr. Drew. I have a question about early sex and physical intimacy in the early stages of dating. I've been seeing a lot of women lately, and what I've felt has been like we've shared some great experiences and great times together. Many of the women claim that they just don't, after the second or third date, they claim that they don't feel chemistry and or like a connection with me. And the common denominator with pretty much all of those women who say that is, we either had sex on the first date or we got pretty physically intimate, making out, groping, etc. So I just wanted to know your opinion. Do you think that sort of stuff can, sex, physical intimacy can fuck up those early stages of dating? Thank you.
It's really interesting, right? I think you have to answer this, because usually if somebody likes you enough, they're going to do that at the beginning. It's because they like you that way and they want to keep doing it, unless they see him as just sort of a one date thing. Yeah. And they really don't want to get involved with him beyond that. There's many layers to this.
There's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to him more.
Yeah.
You could not be a great lay.
Okay. Yep. They don't like
Sorry.
what he does. Yeah.
Yeah. Is your junk normals? Meaning, is there something?
Do you have a perfect Peter like your friends?
Do you have a perfect Peter like my ex-boyfriend? No. Do you is there something going on between the two of you when you are having sex that maybe you're not picking up on?
Yeah.
Like maybe he's just a lousy lay. Is there something he's doing? Are you going down on her and it's horrible? Are you a 2-pump chump? Are you prison pounding her? Are you not taking your time?
Right.
Right. I would I would ask your performance. I would ask for a performance assessment.
An analysis from these women. Yeah. See if they can express what the issue is.
Yeah, because
there's also the possibility he's people that don't. His picker's off.
True.
Like he's picking people that aren't into anything or into a relationship or whatever.
That's true.
Right. So he maybe.
That's true.
So his picker may be off. His pecker may be off.
His picker is.
Maybe they're using like substances or alcohol or something.
Yeah.
And that's sort of why things go the way they go and isn't liked or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. There's just lots of possibilities.
Too many possibilities.
But it's sort of odd that they would do that with him and then just 3 days later get out of it.
I'm thinking there's some kind of flag there that's, I don't know. But then again, like you said, if the girl's down to DTF on the first date, then maybe they are just looking for casual hookups. I can't imagine.
And to go beyond that with him already was off the table.
So
he just didn't know that.
Yeah, my suggestion would be to hold off on getting intimate. Go get to know each other first, and then maybe you could establish some kind of rapport. So if it is your sexual whatever behaviors, she might be more willing to tell you.
So in a sense, in a weird way, he's right for him. We're not saying that as a general rule this fucks things up. We're saying there's something about him and what he's doing or what they think about him that he'd be better off delaying for a few dates just so he can learn something at least.
Yes, just to see.
Like what if they won't have those extra dates? Then you've learned something.
Then you learn it, right?
Yeah.
Then you don't have to go through the whole weird I don't know. Plus, you can tell if she's nutty on a date. You know, by the third date, you can tell where someone's head is at.
Right, whether his picker's off. Right.
What do you think? What do you think's going on? You're the love line guy.
Yeah, I first I thought the picker was off because that's the most. It's a very common thing, but I like where you're going with it. I like.
He's a lousy lay.
Lousy lay or meant just for the one night and that's it, and therefore it's like almost disgusted to go beyond that.
Oh right, he's Tony Johns, like our like our favorite guy.
Yeah,
like, is he like the Tony Johns guy who
Maybe.
like nobody actually is Tony's girlfriend? Like you just take a ride on Tony, but you would never admit. Right?
Should we look at Tony?
Oh, please. Do we have Tony on deck?
Give
anywhere?
me a sec to pull him up.
He's the best.
By the way, I need a King update.
Oh, you're going to get one.
Oh, shit.
Can I tell you now, before we roll into this? I have accepted a date with the King. I'm going to go to Ohio.
This is the best news I
in
ever
the
had.
spring. You can come with me.
Well, whether I go or not, if I don't go, there's got to be a Zoom meeting where the two of you connect with me.
I'm going to need a chaperone.
Yeah, you are. Well, keep going. I want to hear more about this. How did this happen?
He's thrown out the offer several times on the talk, and I just have been quiet about it. And then this.
Can we see the tapes? Can we see?
Oh my God, he'd have to pull it up.
Where?
But so a writer, someone wrote in, a listener going, "Hey Christina, Nadab has shaved his head. Dr. Drew visited our PC. And he's reported his shits. Like, we've all made sacrifices.
Yes,
Tom
we have.
made that video.
Tom and I want to have dinner with RPC in New York,
Right.
per se.
Right. And, like, you're not a team player. And I took that really to heart. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to make the ultimate sacrifice, and I'm going to meet the King.
Yeah.
So we're
on his own territory. In his castle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no, I agreed to the Olive Garden. I didn't agree to go to his castle.
Did he invite you to the Olive Garden?
Uh-huh.
That was his choice. It's where the King meets.
Yeah.
His staff is the breadsticks.
Yeah. So I'm a little nervous. I don't know. I have never been wooed like this before.
Never?
From a gentleman. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right.
He's pretty out there, though. He's pretty forward.
Well, oh, really? Did he say what he wanted to do or anything?
Just that he would make me feel like a queen and that Tom better watch out and all this stuff. And, I'm pretty into my husband. So this is going to be difficult for the King to take me away from Tom.
When you found this out, why didn't you call me? I'm so mad at you. I'm so pissed.
I'm so sorry. I think you'd COVID. Oh, here it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this happened.
Whoa,
Come on, Christina from your mom's house.
Yeah.
I just watched a show and you accepted my offer for dinner. Can't wait till the snow melts. I would love to take you to dinner. If you'd like, I would take you to the Olive Garden. We can sit and have dinner. Nothing fancy.
No.
And you can ask anything you'd like. We can have a nice dinner and a nice conversation. You get to know what the King's like. And
I think we know.
If the night's still young, if you would like, we can go do something else. Whatever you want to do. There's a lot of nice parks around the area. Or we can just sit outside and talk.
Woo!
You have a beautiful day, my queen. I can't wait till the snow melts. I love you, my queen. A good day. Thank you, Tom. And no, She don't have to show her boob.
That's the nice part. He'll make concessions for me, not having to show my boobs.
Does he normally require boobage for dinner?
That's how. No, I don't know for dinner, but that's what this started. Is
No,
he
I
was like,
understand.
"Show me your
I
boobs."
understand. But there was something unusual about that particular talk. Did you notice?
His eyes were closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
He's deep in meditation. He's like,
that was like,
Christina. He's J and his D, and his head is back.
Is this what's going to happen when you're at dinner? He's going to be like, "Oh, Christina, would you like the breadsticks? The never-ending salad bowl?"
I know. Here's what I do.
When are we doing this?
In the spring. In the spring. I don't want to go to Ohio in the winter. I mean, I did that for 10 years.
I think, where in Ohio is he? Do we know?
Not sure.
So I think before we make this international trip that my wife and I are going to make, I think I have to go to New York just on the. But maybe I could stop in Ohio on the way across. You know,
you're going to visit RPC first, and then.
We could do a full. You know, this is a world tour. You know how back in the day, back when the Riverton child goes out on his tour, right? Did you? Oh, you haven't gotten there yet. He goes on a tour of the. That's what they used to do back then, right? They'd go on a tour of Greece and Rome and see the antiquities.
F people too, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so I would like a tour of his truck. I want to see, because here's the thing. Trucks are cool. Like those big rigs.
Yeah.
They sleep in them and they live in them. I'm curious to see like the life of a truck driver, because so many listen to our podcasts. I would actually I would want to know his life. Like what
I thought that the ones with the sleeping quarters in back were always teams. Like one guy would sleep, and the other guy would drive.
See,
interesting. I don't know.
Interesting questions. And I want to know about lot lizards. Are they real? Like, where can you find lot lizards? And like, what does he eat? Where does he go? What does he, I'm
we have to be able to park the truck, right?
Right.
And so it's called a truck stop.
A truck stop. And then is that the only place they go eat there usually? Like, what's his favorite sandwich? I don't know. I want to know all this stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
And are you going to let him build you up? Tell you what a queen you are.
Woo me? Absolutely.
Will he be over you while he does it? Will he be leaning into you?
Oh, the POV.
Yeah, the POV thing.
Oh, that's a great question.
But do you have any? I don't. I hate to do this to you. Do you have any POV king stuff? It seems like in the POV he's like has his shirt off.
Yeah, he
does.
does.
In my head, that's where I fell in love with him. Was doing that.
You fell in love. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have a date.
Well, I'm going with you, aren't I?
Okay.
Isn't that what's happening here?
I want you to.
Woo!
What other gay stuff are you into?
I'm holding off on this whole story I want to tell you.
Tell me.
I think it's for the next show.
I'm so excited. I love when you gay down. It's my favorite.
Yes. Isn't the Riverton or Bridgerton stuff enough?
It's the gayest. Like my husband, he walks in, he's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like he wants
I'm onto another gay thing too. So Firefly Lane.
Wow. I haven't even heard of that.
It's with the chick from Grey's Anatomy and the chick
the skinny one? The blonde one?
The blonde one and the chick from...
I know. I saw it. The pretty one. I know. I saw the banner.
Pretty one and the chick from the other medical show that actually was... Oh, shit. Scrubs? That was called?
Susan's so lucky to have this element. Does she watch this gay shit with you?
I will watch stuff with her if she likes it, because she's not super gay viewer, but I'll always have to go. Are you really liking this? Because I did not like this one. I haven't told her that yet.
Firefly.
It's irritating.
Did she like Bridgerton?
Yes, because she liked the Duke a lot.
Yeah, I love the Duke.
Yeah,
who doesn't? Yeah. I don't like the Prince. He's too fey and German.
So here, I'm going to drill into a female.
Tony Johns.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay. So this is Tony Johns. This is the
he's
guy.
got the POV ready on the king too. They're geniuses back there. You guys are geniuses. Okay,
so
go
this
ahead.
is
Wait. No, wait. It must be the one on top, bro. It's this one.
See, this could be the guy that called in. Like he's just like this funny, ridiculous person.
I think it's upstairs.
Do you think that guy gets the first date? You can have sex with that guy?
Yeah, people have sex with Tony.
Really?
He's bragged about it before. No, people bang him once, but then they don't go back, I'm sure.
Then we got to see these women,
it's right here. It's right here.
Look at his dog.
It's right here?
Mm-hmm. It seems pretty...
He has a decent piece on him, right?
Okay.
He's got a decent unit.
Is that enough to get someone?
No, chicks don't care about...
Right.
What house is it at?
You're just an idiot.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Right now.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Stop with that gay stuff.
Yeah.
I like him. Well, I'm surprised I've never really seen him before. He's a cool guy.
Oh, he's one of the first cool guys we ever showcased.
And teeth?
He's got great teeth.
What?
He, believe it or not, the skin is questionable.
Wait. Is it dentures maybe?
No, he has good teeth, right, guys?
What?
He's definitely done math, but he's young. Like, he's not.
Yeah, he hasn't had enough cool time. Yeah.
There's Tony.
Oh, yes, I do know Tony. Yes. Okay.
Community
I didn't
service
realize
day
Tony
one.
walked
I
around.
just want to say, deadass, the
Deadass.
reason why I'm wearing this fucking yellow fucking weird thing is my ass is going to be doing community service for the state of Utah. Woo! I got a DUI, baby.
And wasn't he was actually in prison for a minute too, right? Wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't make good choices.
Yeah.
And then he, his favorite is that he says, "We up out of here," but that's grammatically incorrect. It doesn't make sense to say that.
Yeah, I just when I see poor Tony, I just think, there's 100, right? And half are below and half are above. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And I think old Tony's on the bottom half of the.
He's on the TikTok side of things.
Yeah, he's on the talk pile.
The talk pile.
I'm just
But you
saying.
know something? Don't feel sad for him because he's having a party in his head all the time. He's the star of his own show, dude.
Yeah, I get that.
Dude, he's even doing community service, and he's like, "Woo! I'm up out of here, community service."
Yeah, well, he's enthusiastic.
Yeah,
he's enthusiastic.
he's having a good time.
Got a zest for life. Tony.
Woo!
All right, now the king POV.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah. These guys
who would
are.
you rather-
Morning, my queen's above 18.
Look at the sparkle in his eye.
Come on, open them eyes up. I got your breakfast ready. Coffee's on.
So good.
Breakfast is on. Come on. You got to go to work.
Is that a thing he's doing with the?
It's
There
an
you
affect.
go.
Sorry, it's
an
a
app.
filter.
You are so beautiful. I just love my queens above 18. You are gorgeous. All right. I will see you downstairs.
What's happening downstairs?
And you get up and get yourself together and come on down. I love you, my queen above 18.
So this is why when men see, just throw up in your mouth.
Just my vagina dried up so.
Sorry,
hard.
it turned
I heard
inside
it
out.
seal shut. Yeah, I was like.
You've heard me say this many times. Don't waste your time at the post office. You do not have to anymore because you have Stamps.com, which brings you the services, all the services of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS right to your computer. Stamps.com is a must-have for any business, whether you're a small office sending out invoices or an online seller, wherever you are, Stamps.com makes things better. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, to anywhere you want to send it. Once your mail is ready, just schedule a pickup or drop it off. It is that simple. No guessing about what the postage is supposed to be. Stamps.com, you get discounts up to 40% off post office rates and up to 62% off UPS shipping rates. You can't get that anywhere else. Not to mention, Stamps.com is a fraction of the cost of the expensive postage meters. Stamps.com is a no-brainer. Save time, save money. It's no wonder that over 1 million small businesses already use Stamps.com. Stop wasting time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk, and with my promo code Dr. Drew, you get a special offer that includes 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale, so you know exactly what postage you're supposed to put on the package or letter. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Dr. Drew. That is Stamps.com, promo code DRDREW, Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. So this is one of the reasons guys don't trust men that are overly, what would be the word, saccharine with women. Like overly romantic and overly, this sort of
bullshit.
Uxorious, I guess would be the word.
It's a good word.
Uxorious, right?
Oh,
right.
I've heard
Look
of
it
that.
up. UXORIOUS.
Wow.
Uxorious.
Why? Because it's bullshit, right?
UX. There it is. Uxorious, having or showing excessive submission fondness for one's wife.
That's always the road to divorce. Whenever you see that horse shit on Instagram, the love of my life, the best thing ever, they're divorced.
But particularly early, when you see guys doing stuff like
Yeah.
that, we as men just immediately go, "Oh, he's manipulating the shit out of them. Why do
Yeah.
they fall for this shit?
Yeah.
Why does it,
It latches into a certain kind of woman. Okay, so this guy he's doing the players thing of like, baby, I love you, girl. You're just in my heart for real though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
why
it's
is this
not that. That's Tony.
Oh, that's-
This is more. This is more. You are this shining beacon
Yeah.
of beauty.
Right. So
And-
that'll hit with a certain type of woman
What
too.
type?
Okay, I'll tell you who really loves him. The older woman, the 70-year-old woman. I'm washing the car.
Yeah, that girl. Yeah.
She duets his, and she wears
What?
his Queens Above 18 T-shirts.
duets?
Like when like when you take the original video
Oh.
and you
Oh,
add
she
yours,
responds. Oh, my
She
God.
loves him. So to older women, maybe can't detect bullshit very well. That girl.
You lose that capacity a little bit when you get older. That's
See?
true. And
Yeah. Why is that? Like, why
that's the only universal feature of human aging. Two universal features. One is we become more gullible, and secondly, time shortens. Time goes fast. Those are the only two things across all cultures they've found. Strangely, the last conversation I had with my dad was about that.
Oh,
And his
wow.
response was, "You're coming soon. You're next." I was
Wow.
like, okay.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks,
cool
buddy.
guy. No, there's a cool guy.
Wonder why I'm fucked up.
Yeah. But see, she's so thirsty. You
Yeah, I was
see
going to
her-
say it's usually women that aren't beautiful.
Well,
right? Wouldn't a
she's
beautiful
pretty.
woman, she's pretty, but she's clearly kind of going for the attention, right?
So?
And women that are beautiful immediately detect kind of
Yeah. She's thirst
it's
trapping.
the strange thing. I want to talk about some of the strange features of women for a quick.
Go ahead.
Beautiful women want to be smart.
I
Smart women
know.
want to be beautiful.
I know.
What is that?
You can't always get what you want, right? The Rolling Stones said it perfectly.
But-
Because I'll
but-
tell you
but-
why. I'll tell you why. To be attractive as a woman, because you come into that power so young. So by the time you're 12, every guy is throwing his dick at you, and you're not prepared for that.
Yeah.
So you're having to
You
defend
don't even know what
against.
that is. Even.
The, the attention's so overwhelming
Yeah.
to be an attractive girl.
Yeah, yeah.
And nobody values what's inside of you.
Right,
So
nobody pays attention
You're
to
just
that.
like, wait, I'm a person
So
too.
so immediately you start going, I want somebody to pay attention to that.
Please,
They
like-
clearly there's other things, something God did. Who cares?
Yeah.
But they also want that. They don't not want it.
Well, because it's an awesome superpower. So being an
Okay.
attractive woman's the best power.
So it's
in
a
the world.
superpower. It's like being a celebrity, right?
Oh,
the
for
room
sure.
stops and everybody looks. right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so they like that, but
Yes.
but particularly with affection or somebody they're close to, they want somebody to see them more.
Well, of course.
Right.
Everybody needs to be seen and heard in a real way.
And then smart women, they can be attractive in a whole different way too. You know what I mean? But they don't want to be attractive that way. They want to be attractive the way the girl was that was attractive at 12.
The hot girl. Oh,
Yeah.
right. I see what you're saying.
Because they may have missed out on that period. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's an interesting study in this is Paulina Porskova's Instagram.
Yes.
Remember Paulina
Yes,
from?
I saw her. She's out. She's at 60 whatever now.
I love her.
Yeah, and she looked great.
Yeah, she's stunning.
So not only that, I interviewed her before.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, and we named our daughter after her.
No.
Yes, that's where the name came from.
Well,
Yeah.
so she's beautiful. She was
Yeah.
known
You got
from
the Instagram
80s.
from.
So I follow her. And let me tell
she
you,
put
ladies,
up an Instagram like over the weekend. There it is. There
Yeah.
it is in that bedroom scene.
she's gorgeous.
No.
No,
There,
she's
that
nude,
one.
but she's covering, so you don't
Yeah.
see. Oh, he can't log in. So
anyway,
here's the
that's
deal, guys. If you want real beauty tips, because I watch for her beauty tips and her recommend. She's a genius, right? She's a supermodel for so
Yeah.
many years
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
comes to that. And she's very vulnerable and open, and she's talking about Rick Ocasek, her husband,
former husband, yeah.
dying,
Yeah.
And her having to leave the house they lived in. It's
Yeah.
just such a moving diary of this
Well,
beautiful
she's,
woman who's
she's
having
also-
to grapple with her mortality and aging.
Is it poignant or is she?
Yes.
So she's hurting because of it.
Yes, she's sad. Yeah, of course.
She's sad.
And she
Because
goes
she's
through all these
funny.
things. I know.
In real
I like
life,
her.
I mean, she's very funny, and she's very self-deprecating. So I'm surprised that she would, because she never took all that stuff seriously. I don't think.
Oh.
Even though she does want to look good and be older and stuff like that, which I think is great. I really admire that. I think
Yeah.
I like peer-aged people, women.
Really?
Yes.
So what is it when the guy likes the 20-year-old?
It's it can be a lot of things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First, it's normal.
Yeah, because listen, 20-year-olds are gorgeous
But
universally.
yes, and the reason we do that is in our evolutionary biology, we want to reproduce, and that
Right.
looks more like that to us.
Right, right.
In our evolved state as human beings, you can easily go, that's just that. Let's keep moving. But also guys that didn't get that when they were supposed to get that are trying to catch up.
Oh,
and sometimes when
right.
they're catching up, they can never get enough because it's like that's an empty
Right.
spot for them. They're trying to fill. And I have tremendous disdain for that, I must tell you.
Why?
Because you should have fucking done it when it was appropriate to do it when you were 20.
Yeah.
Just why didn't you do it then if that's important to you? Now you're preying on people and you know what I mean? It's just I always whenever I was since I've been 50 and above, whenever somebody 30 and under expressed attraction, I was all like,
it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, because your children are adult,
That age
like
too,
that age.
yeah.
So I think also becoming a parent, I see all these boys as boys. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Now you're like, these are children. These are children. You don't fuck. Don't fuck
don't,
the
don't
children.
let her speak to you like that, gentlemen.
Don't fuck the
you guys
children.
You guys are fucking geniuses.
They're genius
See how much
children.
we leaned on you today?
They are genius. I'm not saying they're unintelligent.
Right.
I'm just saying that
They're-
maturity. You would go like, what do I have in
But don't you
common?
find something much more attractive about peer age?
Of
Okay, this is
course.
what I'm going to tell you about. I have such a story
course.
for you next show. And it involves. I'm just going to give you a taste because something else I want to talk about first. But it involves the play Godspell. And if I'm not gay enough for you
So that
already,
was a great episode, guys.
So-
I remember Godspell. I listened to
if
it.
I'm not gay enough for you now, come on now.
What was the big song from Godspell? 'Cause
There were
I-
many. Oh,
Is that-
bless the Lord, my soul, day by day.
Holy shit, man! This
Well,
is wow. How come I never knew this about you? All the years listening to you on Love Line.
Because I think this is a part of myself that to be honest, first of all, I'm you bring something out.
The gayness out of you.
You bring the gayness out of me.
Okay.
And I think I was so serious for so many decades in my
Oh.
practice of medicine and stuff like that, that this is just something I pushed away into the background.
Yeah.
And I think somewhere around The Masked Singer, I started letting things kind of come
Let
out a
your
little bit.
flag fly.
Let a little bit, yeah. And then you taking it the rest of the way.
Yeah, love
So,
it.
yeah.
I love it.
So, but I want to get
Sure.
for the
Go
rest.
ahead.
I want a couple more things for this show. We got a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Which is I want to talk about something peculiar that women do that I've just been kind of zeroing in lately, and it came to mind because of the way Susan was talking about the Duke on Bridgerton.
I'm huge on the Duke. Yeah.
Yeah, she goes. If he were in front of me, I would just be like, ugh. Like she would be like paralyzed.
Oh, he's gorgeous. Yeah.
Paralyzed. So
yeah,
you see,
I couldn't talk.
so-
He's too pretty to bang.
so well, she's concerned he's gay too, but this paralysis thing, because for a man,
Yeah.
when we're in the face of something we're attacked to, we spring into action, and her sense, I could tell what she was saying was, oh no, I'd be sort of paralyzed
Yeah.
and helpless.
Yeah.
What
it's
the
the
fuck?
feminine because I'll tell you something. Okay, she's right. No, Susan's
And
brilliant.
I
on many
remember I
levels.
saw that happening. I've never had it in my real life, but I saw it in one of the like real world things, one of the MTV Party House shows where this woman just all of a sudden was like she just like became this limp rag, and I was like, what is happening to her?
Oh, I mean, I don't physically faint.
Well, not fainted, but it's sort of this same kind of passive receptive.
Yes, because it's
right?
the feminine. It's the
this
feminine power. Okay?
It's not even a power. She's saying that she would just like be literally this guy could take advantage.
Oh, I'm not. No.
Like you could be swept off your feet very easily.
Oh, that's
because you're just shut down. You're just not even there to defend yourself. That's what that was the sort of the thing I was getting. I'm not saying that really could happen necessarily, but that's sort of a state that women
Right.
can go into. Men don't go into that state. There's no such state. There's no such state. Yeah, am I on to anything here?
Yeah, okay.
Because I've been thinking about it. I'm thinking
Okay.
there's something there that is, and it has to do with receptivity, which is
Yes.
another thing that men don't have.
Yeah,
That's an
receptivity.
estrogen-mediated thing. But it's this, I don't know what else.
Well, let's
is
talk
going
it.
on
Let's
there.
talk it through.
Yeah.
So there, that is the feminine energy, right? The receptiveness.
Yes.
The like, and you
Yeah,
must
what
make
is
yourself.
huh? That's exactly the word.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
you
sound
know,
she
like-
made.
Because it's so
That's-
hot. Okay,
what-
so I'll
so
tell
what
you-
is huh?
So in my mom brain, when I watch Ryan Gosling in movies, that's where my mom brain goes of like, I just
Huh.
love you so much.
Huh.
I just, and I have no verbal ability. It's primal. It's like, it's just a primal reaction.
But describe the state. This is the
marshmallow.
part.
Marshmallow.
Okay.
Marshmallow fluff.
Right.
That's who you become.
And so, right. That's what.
Okay.
That's the way. And so, what if said male? Let's absent, encumbrances and children and husbands and things like that.
Sure.
What if said male made an overture?
Oh, and I'm in the free world.
You're in the free world, and you're a marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, I'd bang him.
But you wouldn't even like. It feels to me like
let's fucking go. Yeah, no, just go.
You wouldn't even be able to say no.
No, of course not.
No is not a see.
And he's so pretty, as the Duke is, that I wouldn't even presume to have a relationship. It would just be purely like, no, we're just gonna. And I don't have that for
Right. So
this
is what I thought this was.
Yeah.
What is this?
This
is an evolutionary adaptation to collect genes from certain
you think so?
Yeah.
Like, because his DNA is so superior,
Yeah.
we'd make such handsome children.
Yeah, that you just have to like.
You have to let it happen.
Be open to it, no matter what.
Well, they're just so hot. I mean, that guy's perfection. Ryan Gosling is perfection, and male perfection is rare.
I understand, but for men, this is a very confusing, threatening.
Well, okay. Here's why. But
weird
here's the difference.
phenomenon.
But here's the difference: the Duke and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
There's also a prettiness to them.
Yeah.
They're pretty males. So that's an odd. It's a very unique and rare combination of masculine and prettiness.
That's fine. I'm still
doesn't come together.
But that we don't care who the guy is.
But that's why they're above.
We care about
superhuman.
We care about the marshmallow fluff reaction. That's the part that is kind of like, what?
You're like, why does that guy get it?
Exactly.
Because he's superhuman good looking.
Exactly.
He's super. You're never gonna. Paulina Porskova in her heyday and her nobody's as it's transcendent
but
beauty.
Rick Ocasek, ugly Rick
That
Ocasek,
dog
gets to bang Paulina Porskova.
But that's because he had the resources. He was a rock star.
Whatever, you understand. We're confused now as men.
Yeah.
So.
But hold on. Now, Paulina in her day didn't elicit. What kind of a reaction does that elicit in a male, like a perfect woman?
Must have action.
Action must pounce.
Yeah, must pursue. Must have. It's appetitive. It becomes an appetitive drive, not a passive marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, because a woman has to always be on her guard. So you have to understand too that a woman is constantly fending off suitors, right? That's you're always like, come on, man, fuck off.
And not only that, I could never understand these phenomenologies that men and women fall into that are motivational states, that are biologically driven, that we should understand it and frankly control and maybe stay away from some of this
control
stuff.
And lock those women up so that they can't.
I'm just saying you can do what you want to do, but there's motivational states here that no one ever talks about. So I'm trying to understand and talk about these things. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
And it catches my ear. I don't think my wife knew that she was saying anything to me. You know what I mean?
Look how fired up you are.
Well, because it was
just the Duke.
No.
You also want to duel with him.
I want to duel with him. I do.
Be like to the death, Dookie.
I do. Yeah.
So also let's talk about the societal stuff that goes behind sexual. Yeah, we're just exploring ideas.
Rational
kids.
revolution,
Thank
guy.
you.
Rational revolution.
The societal.
This is part of the rational revolution.
It is.
Is examining the truth.
Exactly. So there's also societal shit, right?
Yeah.
Remember incubus and succubus? That whole idea.
Oh, by the way, simulacra came up for me this week.
Okay.
Why did it come up so powerfully for me?
Baudrillard.
Yeah, it was something I was watching. I went, "Oh my God, this is a new level of simulacra." Maybe it was the Super
news?
Bowl, Super Bowl or something. I don't know what it was. But anyways, but go ahead.
So there's this thing of women not assuming responsibility for their own sexualities too, right? The incubus, the succubus, aren't these spirits that come in and take advantage of women and explain women's sexuality? So if you could give it up to a succubus, or it's not me, it's something else. But maybe there's something in that as well. Historically, we're not allowed to be.
Yeah, well, that's psychology, right?
Aggressive.
Which is, right. Well, right. That was ancient. That was 19th century stuff. What you were examining in Bridgerton. Women aren't allowed to be certain ways. Now women can be what they want to be, right?
But I wonder if that's not correlated. The marshmallow, like, oh, the Duke. Like, there's something societal in us not having to be the pursuer, not allowing us to pursue,
there's definitely
waiting for the man.
There's definitely that for sure.
Yeah. So,
but understand, if you want to overcome that, you have to understand the marshmallow side.
Yes.
So if the marshmallow comes upon you, go, oh, there's that. Fuck that. I'm going to go. You know what I mean? Right?
Duel the marshmallow man.
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't have to be the marshmallow fluff, if you feel it come upon you, which is a natural phenomenon, you can
you can
consciously
act.
override it and act differently.
You know what's so funny? Joan Rivers was interviewed once. I think it was by Stern, and she was married to Edgar at the time, and she she came across some beautiful male actor. I forget who it was. And Howard goes, "Did you bang him?" She goes, "Of course I did, Howard. I was married. I just didn't tell anybody, of course, because it was like some famous marshmallow-inducing actor." And she was like, "I had to fuck him. Edgar, whatever. Edgar's dead. Who cares?"
Oh, after
No, sorry. They were married. This is during their marriage. And she was like...
So you can see how that's very threatening to married men then. That women feel that they can just do that just because the guys...
not women. That was Joan Rivers.
I know, but if somebody, a female feels that she could just do that just because he's so superior.
I don't know.
Think about how threatening that is.
Oh, I know, but it's a fantasy. And
what if I were to say, I slept with her because she was just so beautiful I couldn't control myself?
That would be crazy.
Right?
I would be crazy.
That's insane.
But however, the insecure comedian in me goes, yeah, but the Duke is perfect naked. Like I couldn't bring myself to get naked in front of the Duke. You know what I mean? He's younger and hotter, and Ryan Gosling's like
you're a marshmallow.
He
you
doesn't
don't
want
care.
to see this.
You're a marshmallow.
I guess. I don't know. It's better in fantasy realm. You find that in life. The fantasy is better.
Let's wrap this up. We had a nice, interesting conversation.
Yeah, we
a lot
did.
of Rational Revolution. I've got more surprises ahead for you.
Let me tell you, in Dallas, I saw a lot of people wearing the Rational Revolution shirts in the audience.
Oh, it's so good.
It was really cool.
I love that.
It was really cool.
I want more stuff with Rational Revolution.
Can I tell you though, I'm a little tired of it from the election and everything.
I know.
It fired me up, and now I'm like, I'm gonna take a breather, and then I'll get upset later on about something.
But somewhere I got into the conversation about the truth. I was having a conversation with somebody about.
That exists.
I've been worrying. Yes, I've been worrying about medicine and what we're doing and the way we think and stuff. And I keep saying, that we have to defend the truth. We have to continue to approximate the truth through scientific inquiry.
But that's so male patriarchal of you.
Really?
No.
I hope not. I got to remember what
they're
that simulacra was. I saw it too. Maybe it was the.
It's the news. Watch.
Was it the weekend during the halftime? He was on a simulacra.
Oh, was he? I didn't watch it. I don't watch the Super Bowl.
What?
I don't fucking care. I'm sorry. I'm a woman. I don't like football. I know. I'm moving to Texas. I got to start.
I know. I got to get. Did you never into it?
No, I don't understand it.
Oh, we got to get you.
It's
going.
so slow for me. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's like baseball.
Oh, fuck baseball too. I can't handle it. I'm a girl. I want to watch Bridgerton.
Rowing.
Naked rowing.
All right. We're going to wrap this up. We thank you guys again, 818-253-1693 and drafterdark@gmail.com. And get some of the swag and some of those Rational Revolution t-shirts and things at store.ym. Hey, you moved what is the actual...
YMHstudios.com.
Store.ymhstudios.com. There it is. Stores.ymhstudios.com. Look at that. Look at those.
The mug. And I saw a guy wearing that shirt. It's a great logo.
So good. It really is a great logo.
Definitely.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye.
All conversations and information exchanged during participation in the Dr. Drew After Dark podcast or interaction on the drdrew.com website is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. Do not confuse this with treatment or physician medical advice or direction per se. You must always follow your medical professional's advice and direction. Nothing on these podcasts or posted on this site supplements or supersedes the relationship and direction of your medical caretakers. Please understand, I am not playing the role of physician in this environment per se. I'm educating. I am a licensed physician with specialty boards in American Board of Internal Medicine and American Board of Addiction Medicine.